Hi dear student, we are going to see looking at our essay writing program. Okay, we have completed the syllabus of essay PYQ, choosing the topic. Now are we in the introduction of the essay. Okay, essay writing program include 12 abilities, basic lessons, each test on the Sunday, and 3 days evaluation and self comparison. Okay, let's start the lesson. Introduction. Okay, introduction. What is the introduction? Introduction is a uh, we are introducing something. Okay, like we are going to introduce ourselves in interview. Okay, then what we say, we give the small details about the our background. Okay, background. So essay is like same. Okay, it gives the background. Okay, it gives the background. That is the essay. Sorry, that is the introduction. Okay, but what is the objective of introduction? Objective of introduction is to catch the attention of examiner. Examiner का attention हो catch करना चाहिए. ठीक है. Secondly, it generates the interest to read the whole essay. Okay, examiner firstly, if you write the anecdotes, so such anecdotes examiners should be interested, because in essay there is a variation in anecdotes in introduction. Okay, so that is why each and everything is interested for examiner. If we stand alone or uniquely, then examiner will be interested in reading the our essay. So that is the purpose of introduction. Okay, and it also helps us to guide the examiner to read the whole essay. How that is, it clear the our stand. Like if there is a essay on, suppose, can capitalism bring the inclusive growth? If you take that stand that okay, capitalism has given us many mm, capitalism has been a part of our life now, and since in India also there is a policy of liberalization and globalization. So after that, capitalism has become our part of life. But in demand and supply, government has been intervening, and that is also creating the inclusion in the society. Okay, that is that is making the balance. Okay, so there is a need of there is a need of two two sides of globalization. Firstly Marxism, and secondly liberalism. Okay, that is how we write the our stand. But finally we can say that still capitalism yet to take the inclusion in its principle, because capitalism work on supply and demand and profit maximization. Supply and demand and profit maximization. So inclusion is not a priority for capitalism. That is our stand. Okay. So look at the in detail. What is the CST approach for introduction? Firstly, context, secondly, scope, and thirdly, thesis. Okay. So building context. How we build the context? By using code, by using debate, by using debate or dialogue. Okay, debate or dialogue. If there is a essay on, suppose, let's discuss one by one. Okay, suppose there is a firstly discuss on the debate. Okay, suppose there is a essay on, so if I say essay on crisis faced in India, moral or economic. Okay, that is the debate. Okay, so crisis faced in India, moral or economic. What we can say, we can give the two sides. Okay, we can say yes, not only yes, Okay, we can say that we can write dialogue between the Amartya Sen and also another thinker, which is his welfare approach, Amartya Sen. And second one is we can write Raghuram Rajan, who is economist and fully supportive of idea about the capitalism. Okay, so he is a pre-marketing. Okay, but Amartya Sen is focusing on building the capabilities. Okay, building capabilities. Okay, so there is a debate, or we can also include the Plato and Aristotle for that matter. If there is a topic on democracy, there is a topic on female, then we can JS Mill. You can use their ideas. Okay, we learn in the GS4 as well on PSR optional वालों को ये तो सब आता ही है, ठीक. तो this is a debate. Okay, this is code based. For code based I have taken the example from Ishita Kishori ma'am's essay topic. Okay, we will discuss in later on. Okay, current events. Okay, if there was a question. Okay, federalism, cooperative federalism is the reality, okay, or myth? This time reality or myth. This topic has come after demonetization and GST reform. So financial crunch for state is reality. Okay, so in that context state cannot cooperate. Okay, state can't cooperate. So they are saying cooperative federalism. Cooperative means state are cooperating or center and state cooperating for the development and progress of nation or a state or people. Okay. So that is the main idea of cooperative federalism. But state are fighting for the money. Okay. It is the reality with center as well as the state are fighting among themselves for boundaries. State are fighting for water. State are fighting for migration, like soil. There is a debate no in Maharashtra. They are saying that outsiders should not be employed in Maharashtra. They are local losing their jobs. State are fighting on language. Uh, State are fighting on racism. Okay, Northeast students are also get harassed in Delhi in major urban areas. So that is the saying. Okay, how we cooperate. So in polity we can generate the micro dimension by using the polity knowledge. So let's say that the zonal council has created, there is a parliamentary group, there is a state legislature groups, there is a judicial, there is a police commission which discusses the whole all India policies. Okay, so that is the way of writing or identifying the topic, and then we have to generate the points on that. Okay, then there is a stating the thought provoking question, like look at this topic. Okay, this is philosophical topic. Sorry, girls are waved down by restriction, boys with demand, and two equally harmful. Okay, harmful disciplines. Okay, girls are waved down by restriction से girls को like patriarchy. Okay, but boys with demand, look, these are contrasting. Okay, these are contrasting. Contrasting means these are enforcing it both itself. Okay, why there is a restriction? Because girls have to depend on boys have demands. That is why their progress is restricted. If there is a someone who is 28 who does not have a responsibility, वो उसे ट्रीट कैसे किया जाता है कि यार ये मतलब कुछ करता नहीं है, वो सिर्फ घर में बैठता रहता है, ऐसा कुछ. ठीक है, तो उसमें ये both are enforcing each other. We can create a one dimension of that also. Okay, so building the context for introduction, we can write the we can write that anecdotes very ingenuinely. We say now we use the like ingenuity for the provoking question. Okay, so we can create the question like why there is a restriction on girls what are the that restriction, what are the demands, why boys are get restricted by the demands, why what is the progress, this type of question, and then we have to prioritize this question. Okay, same way defining the explaining the keywords. Okay, defining and explaining keywords. Thinking is a game. Okay, what is the thinking, what is the game, and it does not begin unless there is a potassium. We can decode the each and every word. Okay, so story and anecdote. This is the favorite one of everyone. Let's see the debate first. What is the debate? Debatable topic: cooperative federalism, myth or reality. Just we have discussed cyberspace and internet, blessing or curse to the human civilization. That is the debate. Okay, there are two sides. Okay, first is for and second is against. So that is the debate. Near jobless growth in India, an anomaly or outcome for economic reform. So we can say that now one side is cooperative federalism is reality. Someone let's give the example for cooperative federalism who supportive. Let's use the knowledge of GS2, who is supportive of the cooperative federalism and who is against the cooperative federalism. Okay, and their argument for that. Okay, and also example for that. Okay, someone like or Raj Mannar Commission said that there is a no cooperative federalism, center is dominant. Okay, so that is in polity we learn. Okay, so cyberspace and internet, blessing or curse to the human civilization in long run. Here we can write Elon Musk, who says that it is AI is like AI going to be revolutionary, but there are there are people who are saying that it is a curse, like the people who are losing the jobs, they are saying it is a curse. Okay, this is like we can give the two sides of essay. Okay, in introduction and writing the dialogue. Okay, secondly, there is a code base. Okay, I have taken from this Ishita Kishori map. Okay, information is a currency of democracy. Okay, so she has taken if all but one has a difference of opinion, we must listen. For the truth can emerge from anywhere. That is J. Smith's quote. Okay, how beautifully he has written. Okay, she was a student of PSIR. That is why she has written this quote. You can write from also from GS1, or you can take the quotation. Okay, so that is she started and she explained, yeah, explain this quote here. As one of the first champion of democracy, Mills has highlighted the permanent importance of every piece of information. Look at sorry sorry every piece of information. Okay, story, that is it was based on code. How she beautifully has written and explained the code, we have to write the same way. Okay, so story, how is story started? I have taken this from, I don't remember who's copy this, but look, what is the topic? One cannot change the world alone, but one can cast a stone across across the across the water to create the many ripples. Okay, so What is the story? At the midnight, the young prince named सिद्धार्थ बुद्धा. What is the story? सिद्धार्थ बुद्धा की स्टोरी दी है, लिखी है उन्होंने. तो उन्होंने क्या लिखा है पॉइंट, तो ऐसे का टॉपिक क्या है? वन कैन नॉट चेंज द वर्ल्ड अलोन. जो सिद्धार्थ बुद्धा थे उन्होंने अकेले ने नहीं चेंज किया, ऐसा कुछ लिखा होगा उन्होंने. तो लेफ्ट बिहाइंड द ऑन द जर्नी टुवर्ड द finding himself, and earlier in the day he saw the old man. She written whole story how Buddha has got enlightened. Okay. तो बाद में क्या लिखा, बाद में उसका कंक्लूजन उन्होंने निकाला था कि उनके जो उन्होंने जो आइडिया स्प्रेड किए हैं ना, जो कि मतलब फॉलोइंग द एट फोल्ड पाथ, हु हैज स्टेटेड दैट सब every desire is a main cause of the suffering, and the suffering is due to the desire. That is the way. So she has said that, okay, one man cannot change, but his idea or his one thought which remain on earth has changed the world, has given the different approach to the thinking of man. Okay. So that is the story for anecdote. Okay. It is like story, but it is not real. Okay. It is something like, this is a patriarchy arises out of the source of constellations of racism, casteism, and engender and communalism. Okay. So she has given the story of what her name, Arpita, a 20-year-old girl, is an obscure village, or she has given anecdotes, and she has given like this para. Okay, you can go through that, you can read. Like this is, I just wanted to focus on keywords. Okay, how you remember or in the exam hall, that is the purpose of this lesson. Okay, just remember the anecdote, how to write, and just keep this example in mind. when you जब आप लिखोगे ना, तो आपके माइंड में आना चाहिए कि अरे, this is the topic, this topic is included in assertion, quotation, or this is like statement, philosophical topic, and this has to be started with this is quotation. Okay. So that is the purpose of anecdotes, debates. That is the, and there are example to write the introduction. Okay. Then writing the scope. What is the writing scope? Okay, we are not missing anything. Okay, writing the scope. Writing the scope is like Taylor web series podcast. They are saying nowadays, they clip this small, and what is the coming next? Say that. So that is the writing the scope. Okay, broad outline without revealing much. Okay, 5-6 argument. This scope has to be written after the brainstorming. Okay, we create the 4-5 major micro dimension, and that is written in scope. So after writing the scope, we give the examiner the idea of what we are going to write in the essay. Okay, suppose this is a page. Okay, we have written this. Okay, this is anecdotes or any code base, anything. Okay, we started the essay, this is the essay topic. Okay, after that we write the scope is written what we are going to see in whole essay. Okay, then it is like keeping the milestone. Okay, दिस इज माइलस्टोन यू नो ना, माइलस्टोन जो रोड पे लगे होते हैं कि 50 किलोमीटर पे ये गांव है, 50 किलोमीटर पे मतलब ये शहर है, ऐसा होता है ना, उसे कहते हैं माइलस्टोन. सो इट इज लाइक दैट वे. स्कोप इज okay, we are going there and there and this way, and this is our path. So this is the scope. Okay. So for example, joy is the simplest form of gratitude. If you are taken like okay, we are going to see the what is the mean mean of joy for for like a nation, individual, international institution. We can include na temporal dimension, we can pastel include, but we cannot copy paste this. So we have to create the dimension, and in that dimension we can create the micro dimension, so that our essay should flow, not like we are picking up ideas and putting on on paper. That should not happen. Okay, that is the purpose of a scope, writing the scope. Okay, and this is the thesis. What they say, in thesis, your stand. Okay, as we already seen that the capitalism bringing the will bring, what we say, will bring uh, inclusion. So someone may say that, okay, no, no, capitalism cannot bring the inclusive growth. Someone say, yes, there are ways we can put the both the dimension, but we have to write it. It is must. Okay, it has to be written in 3 to 4 lines. Okay, after anecdotes or any code, after context we write the scope, then we write the thesis. Okay, so look at this. This is the example. Science and technology is a panacea for the growth. Science and technology is a panacea for the growth and security of the nation. Okay, look at this. Although we if we look around in our everyday lives, growth history of the nation, we find that the science has played a ubiquitous role. Okay, from the fulfilling basic human needs to guard our borders. Okay, from accidentally finding the continent to the audacious jump to moon. Okay, then we write the scope. Okay, what is the scope, what we are going to write. Okay, what we are going to write in the following essay. This is the, from this to this, it is like quote. Okay, and this is, then we write the scope, but here we have not written the scope. Okay, then come the thesis. What is that? Yet science cannot be termed as a panacea because it is, because of its essential instrumental value, incompleteness without the human touch. Okay, that is the, that is how we write the thesis. Okay, so this is the end of lesson. I think we have seen the syllabus of essay, PYQ, then choosing the topic, that is introduction of the essay. Look here, I wanted to just familiar with, just wanted to get familiar you to the any what are the process to learn the essay. Okay, आपको इतनी भी आइडिया आ जाती है ना मेरे लेसन से कि आपको क्या पढ़ना और कैसे पढ़ना है। ठीक है, तो ये बहुत बहुत है मेरे लिए, बहुत है। ठीक है, क्योंकि आपको, आप जब आइडिया आ जाएंगे ना, जब आप ऐसे लिखोगे और कंपैरिजन करोगे, तो आपके माइंड में एक अपने आप भी आइडिया आ जाएगी कि मतलब लिखना क्या होता है। ठीक है, ऐसे में। ठीक है, तो जब आप ये लेसन देख रहे हो और देख के आपको लगता है कि आपको ब्रेनस्टॉर्मिंग करने की ज़रूरत है, तो आप घर पे मतलब ये लेसन और ये पीडीएफ देखकर भी मतलब रिवाइज करके आपका खुद की थॉट प्रोसेस जनरेट कर सकते हो। ठीक है, आई होप यू गेट द मेनी thoughtful takeaway from these lessons, and thank you for listening to this lesson. Okay, thank you.